Morning fog. Really quite a beautiful sight down there to watch it flow and ebb like water. Here's just another slightly different angle. Dissipates quite a bit when you get farther up the valley. But down that valley, if you follow it, it takes you down to the ocean, so it's coming off, or coming in off Johnson Straits. Anybody out there this morning on the water's got their radar on. And it's time to stop because the mosquitoes have found me. Now that the fog is lifted, you can see what's really out there. I don't know. I'll zoom in a bit. But in the distance there, I think you should be able to see the coastal mountains, the ones with the snow on them way back there. Those are on the mainland. And so you know, we're not that miles away, we're not that far. Johnson Straits is on the other side of that last hill here. Paul figures we're about 50 miles from the mainland as the bird flies. Anyways, it's a nice view of those mountains as well. See if I can get in a little bit closer. Oops. Anyways, I can't tell by this viewfinder if you can see them as clearly as I can standing here, but anyways, it's a real pretty little valley. Last night I was up about 1:30 and looked out the window and it was clear and you could see stars, but unfortunately we're too close to the longest day of the year and it doesn't get dark enough to get, you know, that blazing starry night that you would expect. It was still too much light, but the stars that were there were beautiful. Anyways, we'll take some more video a little bit later. But with the camping chair set out in front of the motorhome, this is what we look down at. I guess you could say mostly the reason we're up here in the first place is because we followed these guys. Just a little bit of road work.
I thought it was Cochrane, but this is a Dyson machine too.
I'm going to try and hold this steadier. Not easy. And that's where they're pulling and blasting the rock for now. To crush it for isn't that right, Cleo? Yeah. Got a long walk ahead of us. Just over that mound. And this would be the old logging road that leads us to some spectacular scenery on the other end. So we'll head down there and look at it. Now this is what you would call the pure water from the glacier above. Well, at least the snowpack above. Wouldn't this be lovely to have in your backyard? Coffee water. Wild water. That's a pretty cool old tree stump. Another jagger going right in the middle of it. Cool. And the end of the road pretty much brings you to the base of this mountain that we were looking at when we were camping the first night. Really beautiful. Well worth the walk. I guess I should show the other side of the valley where they're obviously logging, as you can see. You can see where they logged in the past and where it's growing back. And it is truly a renewable resource, if done properly. And let's face it, if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't get to the places we get to. I don't know, how old do you think this logging road is, Paul? Considering the age of the tree roots we're seeing. 70 years?
Oh no. No. It's not more than 20 years.
Really? Seems a lot older. Well, that's true. You can kind of guess by the growth of the new growth coming up how old. Well, hard to know for sure how old this road exactly is. I think by the look of a whole bunch of those stumps that were cut a long time ago, it might be a lot older, but whatever. This is proof positive that nothing lasts forever. sometime in the future, this road won't even exist anymore. Just had to take a picture of this one too. God, they're big. Almost as big as the no-see-um clouds. This is one I don't remember seeing before anywhere. I'm assuming, I don't know, it's a moss. Whatever, it's very cute. Very delicate. A nice little bunch of Indian paintbrush. They're so brilliant when the sun shines on them. One more little outcrop of bunchberries. They're everywhere. There's just millions of them. Those berries are supposed to be good for something. We've got a book that tells you everything, but I can't remember what for. I'll have to look it up again. Could make a fortune selling tincture of whatever it is these things are good for out here. And what are the white ones?
I can't remember. They're white and then they turn pink.
Okay. Don't know what those ones are. Good time of year to be out here, except for the bugs. Give it a try. Hard to know if this will pick up the look of it being just a blade of stone. I'm tripping on something here. It's broken off from the bigger rock. Ah. Give it a try anyway. Kind of cool. Well, I think our bucket's just about full now to take back. I'm going to try and see if we can get a picture of the condensation that you can see. It tells you how cold that water is. Oh yeah. When it gets into the bucket, it just condenses on the outside. She's good and cold. Doesn't get any more filtered than that. Probably said that already.
Okay, you run it home, put it in the fridge.
That little speck of road that you can see down there. Let's see if I can zoom up. Anyways, that's where we spent our first night camping, because we could park on the road down there and look up at the mountain that we just walked to the base of. So that was where we were compared to where we are now. Another view of Warm Lake now that the fog's lifted. Don't know why they call it Warm Lake. Don't imagine I'll ever find out. And of course, home sweet home for right now. Over here, let's see if I can, it's one of the other machines that's working on the road here. They're putting either building or building up a logging road. In the back there you can see where they've got all the new crush that they're making out of the rock they're blasting here. That needs some further exploration one day. But not today. Anyways, thanks to these road builders, we found an excellent camping spot for the long weekend in July 2022. There's another mountain, actually, just around the corner. You go up the hill, kind of a sharp corner, and around, and then you come to another mountain back there that someday we'll have to explore, or at least get closer to. Well, I've almost missed it, but this was just too pretty of a sky to not take a picture of. Beautiful evening. And not a bug around. Hardly. Yeah. Gonna be some stars tonight. Just a little sliver of a moon. I don't even know if I don't think it'll even capture. Anyways, nice day, beautiful evening.